Hey guys, I just wanted to do another quick video on another one of the Star Wars or Revel Star Wars build and play kits. This is the Star Destroyer, the Snap Tight. It says it's like a skill level 1 or 2 or something like that. It's got lights and sounds just like all the other ones. I believe this is a 1/4000th scale kit. It's not marked on the box at all. Revell, for some reason, all of the new Revell kits for Star Wars have no designation as to scale for their kits. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because it's really difficult to scale these kits. Other companies have done it with no problem, but whatever. I mean, it's Revell. Here's the back of the box. It says it has 46 parts, which it had a lot of parts. I mean, I put it together more than most of the other ones. It was really cool. It was a cool kit. Just like the other ones, though, the plastic is really thick. It's pretty sturdy plastic, and to me, it's toy grade plastic. It's not polystyrene like most model kits. It's like ABS, which is a bit tougher. I could be wrong. Not exactly sure. I didn't look up any specs for it or anything like that. It shows the new AT unit from Rogue One and the U-Wing. I have those as well. I actually have mostly every kit that's come out of this type, with the exception of the, I want to say the A-Wing from The Last Jedi. I think that's from The Last Jedi. There's an A-Wing kit that came out. I don't have that one. I just didn't get it when it was out. I mean, I could probably find it on Amazon or something. Like I said, it went together really quick. It says it goes together in about an hour, but you know, if you're an experienced modeler, you do these like super quick. It's a pretty big box, but it's also a pretty big kit. I'll show that to you guys right now. This kit actually comes with a really cool feature. You know, to me, this is, like I said, this is like toy grade kit, so I don't really take it, you know, take it with a grain of salt as it is. It's really cool. It's for what it is. It's very detailed. It's got this really cool little folding set of legs here that you just pop in and out if you want to display this like on a shelf or something, or whatever. It's a little tricky, this one, but well, as you can see, most of the detail is there. With the hanger bay, it's actually in a different color plastic too. It's a little darker, which is kind of cool. It adds to the effect of lighting, as well as the launch bay, excuse me, for like the TIE fighters. I am not painting this kit, and I was gonna paint some of the other ones, but after thinking about it, I decided I wasn't gonna paint them. Not because I don't want to. I'd like to, but honestly, my son plays with these, every once in a while, and I just don't feel like him, handling these would lend itself to being painted. You know what I'm saying? It's better for him to just have them as they are. Once he's done playing with them, or he gets bored or whatever age that is, then I'll probably paint them up. It's pretty big. It's like 15, a little over 15 inches long. That's what she said. There's a lot of detail. The guns, they all rotate. Not that, it's got some kind of play feature, but they rotate. It's got all the details in the back. Little bay, garbage bay there where Han waited with the Falcon. the wedge shape is real thin. Like it's got a real thin line. And it's hard to say if it's movie accurate. Just because like I've seen so many different reference pictures of this thing, of the actual studio scale kits, like from the Building a Universe Star Wars books, you know, the actual canon books, where, you know, they've got the behind the scenes, the production photos and all that stuff. There's so many different versions of this that it's hard to tell if that's accurate. But it's pretty cool. It's got the obviously the lights and sounds, you know, get that for you. I think that's going through like hyperspace. And this one's like shooting and fighting. Again, it's really detailed, really cool kit. It's a bit up there for a build and play in price. It's like 35 bucks on Amazon. It's not terrible, you know, for what it is. I have one of the original MPC model kits from like the mid-90s, early 90s, for Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi Star Destroyer kits. Now this one, move this over to the side for a bit. This kit I've had for years and years and years and years. It's actually survived a ton of catastrophes, flooding, all that stuff. You can see that the wedge, or the space, the sandwich space between, you know, the top deck and the bottom deck are definitely thicker on the original kit than on the new one. So again, I don't know. I mean, I've seen different photos. This obviously isn't like 100% accurate. I mean, anybody who knows, you could tell the detailing here is like, it's not 100% accurate. But, you know, for like a late 90s, or actually an early 80s kit, mid 80s kit, whatever. I think Jedi came out in 86. So this kit was like 89, maybe early 90s. This one I actually painted. I don't think the camera's gonna pick it up, but I did some airbrushing, first time airbrushing with this thing, or with any model kit actually. This is my first airbrush project. Try to do some details. Didn't do any of the bottom yet, and I still have to do the engines. You can see, but that's the MPC kit. Let's see if I can get these guys both in here at the same time. And you can see they're pretty much the same size. This one's got the little tractor beam pieces sticking out like really far, this here. And this one is a little bit more flush. And you can see that there. You see, one is a bit more flush. But like I said, that's both kits. So it's pretty cool kit, this Easy Build. The detail is a little crisper, a little sharper on the Easy Build, but you know, I chalk that up to the technology today, you know, the printing and molding process of today. Like for example, if you look at these back panels right here, they just look like just chunks, right? You know, it's kind of hard to see, but he's got like little chunks there, just blocks. Which again, you know, for its time I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. But when you actually look at this one, it has a ton of little details there, you know, ton of detail. Even, you know, in the back, the engines, things like that. So I think as it is, like I said, you know, I think this kit at the time was probably the same price, about $35–40. This is a build, this is like a model kit. Had a couple more pieces, This one was, you know, the obvious, the easy build, but not too bad. And I mean, honestly, seeing them at distances, you really, you know, with the side section, the exception of the side panels here, you wouldn't be able to tell. They're really close together in detail, scale, and all that stuff. But all in all, I think this is a really cool kit. If you're a Star Wars fan and you just want to have one, you know, that you're not going to break the bank on. There's another kit that Revell just put out. It's a 1/2700th scale, so it's like bigger. It's supposed to be like the ultimate Star Destroyer kit, you know. I wasn't going to get that because I just don't have any space for it. I'd love to get it, but I don't have any space. But this one is pretty cool, man. For the price, you know, for the quick assembly, you know, you just want to, if you want to just paint it up and display it like most of the other kits, you can do that. It lends itself really easy to that. There's a lot of details that can be picked up with dry brushing and all that stuff. And, you know, like I said, for my use, I got it for, you know, I got it because I liked it, obviously, but my son can play with it. You know, it's pretty tough. You know, you're not gonna, I mean, you could break it, obviously, you could break any of these things, but I would definitely rather have him play with this and fool around with this than to even touch this. You know, yes, this is actually, it's pretty 90% hollow, but, you know, there's so many little pieces on here. You know, if it fell or whatever, you drop it or whatever, you know, it'd be, you know, harder pressed to get this repaired. Whereas this one is just like, okay, well, it's tougher. It's meant to be a toy for kids to play with. So that's my opinion. I mean, it's up to you. If you want it, you get it. If you don't, you know, hey, just letting you know it's there. It's a really cool kit, and you know, it's a Star Destroyer. Who doesn't like Star Destroyers? So that's my opinion. I appreciate you guys watching. Talk to you soon.